Hey everyone, welcome to our team call. This is our coach opportunity call, and we're here to answer any questions that anybody has about what it means to be a Beachbody coach, what is it that we exactly do, and how do we make money. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, what is a coach? A coach is someone who encourages and supports others. They motivate them to live a healthy lifestyle. You are your own business owner. You are your own boss. There's nobody above you that is going to tell you what to do. You run your business the way that you want to. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. And even though there's coaches above you and on your upline and on your downline, you work together as a team, but there's nobody who's telling you how to run your business. You are your own boss. To be a coach, we're not distributors. We do not have inventory, which we'll go through later. We don't have overhead. Nothing is physically in my presence here that I have to offer my customers. You don't have to be a fitness expert or a nutrition expert. We just share clean eating tips and recipes, and most of our team actually consists of therapists, so physical therapists, OTs, speech therapists, and we have some in the business side, like insurance brokers and things like that. So none of us are actually nutrition and fitness experts, but we can guide you along the way. So Beachbody created Shakeology a few years ago, and it was created by Darren Olean, who went all around the world and took 80 superfood ingredients and packed them into one amazing shake. It is either a meal replacement or a snack, depending on what the goals are for our customers. But some of the benefits are, boosting energy. It helps with cravings. Of course, it helps with weight loss. It has been known to lower blood pressure, cholesterol. It builds muscles and improves digestion. And it is, I would say, the number one seller for the company. It comes in a variety of flavors, 6 flavors at this time. There's chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, greenberry, vegan chocolate, and vegan tropical strawberry. So Shakeology is, like I said, the number one seller for the company, and they've had clinical trials, and they have doctors speaking on its behalf, and it's an excellent meal replacement to meet everybody's nutritional needs. Here are some of the programs that Beachbody offers. There's an entire P90X series created by Tony Horton. There's Chalene Johnson. She has done Chalene Extreme, Empire, Turbo Fire, Turbo Jam, Les Mills Pump. We have Body Beast. We have Insanity and Insanity Max 30, which is new. We have T25 and Brazilian butt lift. And we also have the 21 Day Fix and the 21 Day Fix Extreme by Autumn Calabrese, which has transformed thousands of people. It's all about portion control and clean eating and 30-minute exercises, workouts, and it's been incredible watching everybody transform using those programs. So right now we have like the top infomercial spots. If you turn on the TV on the weekend, you will see literally every half hour there is another infomercial airing about particularly the 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, T25, and Insanity. So Beachbody does all the advertising for us. But big question, how do we earn money as coaches? Well, you automatically, when you sign up as a coach, you get a 25% discount on everything, on Shakeology, on every single program, There's supplements, there's accessories, there's clothing. Everything is 25% discount for you. If you decide to work the business, you get 25% commission on every sale, at least 25% commission, I should say. And when someone orders Shakeology and they get it on home direct, which means that it's shipped every single month, every month you're making 25% off of that Shakeology order. So as an example, Shakeology is $129.95. When the next month comes along and someone gets their Shakeology again, you're making about $30 every single month. So it's residual income. You're not just making income and commission off of the initial sale, it's the residual and the ongoing orders. Team volume. As you build your team, you earn team volume. And that would be later explained in a coach training. But you get team volume and bonuses as you grow your own team and get coaches underneath you. And Beachbody has unlimited potential for you to grow your team. The volume that you can make depends on how large your team is and how much that they sell, but you're making money off of the volume that your team is creating. You get trips and prizes. Right now, they do give an incentive every single month that if you help 3 people a month, that you receive a prize at the end of the month. And last month, anyone who hit Success Club, which will be explained at a different time, got Beachbodyopoly, which is the Beachbody version of Monopoly. Sometimes it's personal development books, sometimes it's clothing, or it's an accessory. So they're always finding ways just to recognize, your success and how you're helping other people to live a healthy lifestyle. As you grow your business, you do get free customer leads from Beachbody. As I said, Beachbody does all their advertising on their infomercials, and they also do through teambeachbody.com. And every time a customer signs up through either the website or the infomercial, they go into like a large bank. And then what happens is, as you hit a certain amount, Success Club, or you help a certain amount of people, and they automatically send out free customer leads to you. And what that means is that you try to connect with the customers, the leads, and they are your customer from that moment on. So if they order Shakeology, you will get the residual income from that Shakeology every single month. If they order a program, then maybe they'll go into your challenge group and things like that, and you'll have an ongoing relationship with them. Beachbody provides ongoing support. They have coach relations, which is open 24/7. So they have a phone number, obviously. They have an email, and they also have online chat, which I have found to be the most helpful. And amazing recognition. Beachbody it's a company where they want you to be a product of the product. They recognize that you're having your own journey, your own transformation, and they praise you for it. They give you prizes for sending in your before and after pictures. You'll get a shirt from, the program that you did, or you can win $100, $500, all the way up to $100,000 for a transformation. And they're consistently recognizing you for your successes. So the question is, what would you do with any additional income right now, and how would that change your life? So we always say, what would you do with $25 a week? What would you do with 50? What would you do with 100? Well, that would pay for your gas or your groceries. Maybe it'll pay for your car payment. It's really unlimited possibilities with this company. And, some coaches start off slower than others. Some, are on fire right off the bat. So, everybody's income is different. Like I said before, the more you put in, the more you're going to get back. But even with an hour a day, you have the potential of earning thousands a week, which you'll see in a later slide. So saying the average was $100 a week. Here is an example of one of the perks of being a coach, and you have your own online office. So this is one of the pages in the online office, which we'll get to, and it breaks it down right here. Now you can see that in retail commission, there's subscription commission for the Team Beachbody Club, and now they offer on demand, so the club is more popular than ever. The team bonus is there, so you can see that based on the team that you have grown and the volume that they have collected together, that's what you're getting. The fast start bonus when you sign up coaches. So you can see this is just for 1 week that somebody earned $431. So, that's insane. For most of us, the thought of an extra $100 a week is awesome. So think about an extra 400, 500, 1,000 a week, what you could do with that money. So Beachbody pays every Thursday. You get it directly deposited into your bank account. And it's an awesome way to supplement your income. So here's an example from one of our coaches on our upline. You can see in August, the end of August of 2012, she was making about $226 a week. The following year, as she grew her team, you could see the team bonus went from originally $108 to $558 just in team bonus. That has nothing to do with the challenge packs that she sold, with the Team Beachbody Club that she, signed people up for. Has nothing to do with that. The team bonus is the team that she has built underneath her, the volume that they collected, and that's where you're going to make a lot of your residual income as well. A year later, almost to the day, she was making $2,300 a week in team bonus. So you can see just in this example that it went up, almost 500%, that she $2,300 alone in team bonus. So like I said, the opportunity is endless. So we always say that some people feel that 2 to 5 years in business is a long time to get rich, but they don't feel that 40 years at a job is a long time to stay broke. And I think it's really funny, this quote. And it's true, because if you put in a consistent 1 hour a day, there are people in this company that say consistently 1 hour a day will help you at least match or succeed your current yearly income with your job right now. It's all about consistency and just, putting yourself out there and, getting out of your comfort zone just a little bit and, taking a chance and not doubting yourself. So, as I said before, Beachbody offers amazing trips and prizes. So last year they did a cruise. This year, in a few weeks, many coaches are going to Cancun, Mexico. And I wish I was one of them. You get an all-expense paid trip each year. Next year, there's another cruise in March on the SS Beachbody. And everybody in the business is actually earning cruise dollars. And by the time the end of the year comes, you'll most likely have an expense paid trip for you and another person. So it's an awesome way to get recognized and a nice incentive that they offer. Success starters for new coaches. So when you have success in your first 3 months, you get a call with the CEO, Carl Deichler. You can earn a ticket to Summit, which is a huge event every summer. This year it's in Nashville in July. They have the trainers from all over come, and they do trainings and workouts and parties, and it's just a lot of fun. The monthly rewards that I was talking about, you get books and products, you get the customer leads, and you also get bonuses. Once you reach a certain level, you get a team cycle bonus and a quarterly bonus. So what can you expect from your team? So as I said before, you're your own boss. Okay, nobody's going to tell you what to do. However, you work as a team. If there's a week like I'm under the weather a little bit now, and say, I can't do something tomorrow, I'll call on one of my team members and I'll ask them to do it, and they'll take over for me, and vice versa. We work together, we motivate each other, we challenge each other, we hold each other accountable, and we really have become almost like a second family. So what do we offer new coaches we offer new coach training programs. We do challenge groups together, the monthly challenge groups, to make sure our customers are held accountable. But I will tell you, even as for myself, it holds me accountable. We do training videos, Facebook groups, and we also have our weekly team call at 9:00 on Tuesdays. And it's just like one of these calls, it's Zoom chat, and we see each other and we get to know each other, and we talk about things that are going on, and we encourage one another to succeed. So let's see. The Coach Basics training group that is offered, it will really help you create a strong foundation for your business. It'll help you share with your friends and family what you're doing. It'll help you run successful challenge groups. It teaches you how to use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those social media platforms so that you can run your business. It teaches you how to earn the income and the commissions and the trips. And it really gives a ton of information. There's nothing that actually needs to be recreated because everything is given to you through Beachbody. So the 3 types of coaches that I know that we spoke about in the Coach Sneak Peek. There are ones that are actively working the business. They're connecting with people and reaching out, inviting to challenge groups. There are those that are working on their own journeys, and they're sharing them, usually, with their friends and family or on Facebook, and they're focusing on their own health and fitness goals, posting about it and sharing, and then you will find that so many people ask what you're doing. And then there's the discount coach. The discount coach is what we called a preferred customer. It's basically that, you get Shakeology every month. You want to save money on a monthly basis, and you want to save money on programs, and you sign up as a discount coach, and you don't work the business at all. You have no intention on working the business. You just want to reap the benefits of the discount. So how do we make it official when we sign you up as a coach? Regardless of what kind of coach you are, sign-up fee is $39.95. However, if you have purchased, or when you sign up, purchase a challenge pack, which is Shakeology and a program, the sign-up fee is waived. Beachbody charges a monthly business fee of $15.95 a month. I know here in New York it has added tax, so it went up to $17.33. And that is for all the advertisement that they do, as I mentioned, on the infomercials and through the websites. You also given 3 websites of your own, and the entire Coach online office, which has all the sales and marketing tools. It helps you keep track of your customers, and it has everything in there that you would never have to recreate anything on your own. There are no annual fees. You can cancel at any time if for some reason it's not working out for you. You do not have to meet a quota, or there aren't any requirements. And like I said before, there isn't any inventory that you hold. Everything is ordered online. You don't have to have, there's no overhead. You don't have to have it in your possession. Everything's ordered through the company. For active military, there's no sign-up fee and no monthly fee. You do not have to pay that $15.95 a month. And I believe that they just made that for veterans as well. So how do you become a Beachbody coach? You contact the person that sent you to the coach opportunity, and we sign you up. It's very simple. And like I said, you can either be a discount coach, you can do it as a hobby, kind of like I do, or you could do it as a full-time job. There have been people, like I said, who have met or exceeded their yearly salaries through corporate jobs, through teaching jobs, and they've left them to become a full-time Beachbody coach. There are people like me who basically, I work full-time. I don't have plans on leaving my full-time job right now because, I do love what I do, but I enjoy doing Beachbody, and I do it part-time, an hour a day. And the money that I have made over the last few months is going to allow both me and my husband to stay home with the kids this summer. We will not have to work. So, and then there's the discount coach who, like I said, is like a preferred customer. So hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask anybody in this group, and look forward to you joining the team.
I
was like, wake up, Stephanie.
Hi, you were still going.
Hi, Amy. There's Amy.
You did a good job, Danielle.
Rebecca.
Sandra,
all of a sudden, everybody popped on during my spiel.
You did a good job.
Thanks. I thought I was going to lose my voice.
And Cancun is next week, and I won that free trip, 100% paid, and I can't go because I'm pregnant. My doctor told me no Mexico. So it is possible. And I, by the way, won that free trip by July last year. It goes by your sales, and you have a full year to earn it. And mine was totally paid for by July. So it's beyond doable. It's not really far out of reach or anything. Because I thought it was, but it's not. And I'm going to be very depressed next week when everybody's in Cancun, and I should have been. So I don't like talking about it. Go ahead. Do you guys have any questions? Good night, Christy.
Good night, Christy. Rebecca, I see you feeding the doggies. Rebecca fostered a pregnant dog.
No, these are 8 pit bull puppies.
Oh, those aren't the ones that were born the other night. She was sending me pictures. I was like in love.
No.
Oh, so cute.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, you're hungry. There you go.
That's crazy. I was wondering what you were doing. I couldn't tell. I thought you were doing your nails. You're feeding a dog.
So cute.
Who, me?
Does anybody have any questions? Oh, Amy, I know. Do you have any questions? I don't know when you jumped on. I wasn't able to see.
Yeah, I got on late because my link didn't work. I guess I was just questioning about the discount coach because, as you can see, my BlackBerry is in my hand. I'm still working job number 2, and it's something at night. And so I guess I don't think that I could take on anything else. And my husband,
you don't need to.
Like, no more, please. You never hear. But
yeah, you don't need to. A discount coach is really like a preferred customer. So basically, you sign up as a coach, and you get the 25% off of the Shakeology every month. There is the business fee, but you're still going to save about $16 a month on the Shakeology, and you'll get 25% off of anything else that you want. So
also, the really good thing is if you decide to sign up as a discount coach now, that doesn't mean that you always have to only be a discount coach. If you find at some point in the future that you feel like you have more time to put a little more into it, you can put in as much as you want. You can go up to being a hobby coach and then move back down to being discount coach. You can go back and forth. You can put into it just as much as you want.
Yeah. Someone says, hey, Amy, I noticed wow, you look great. What are you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm drinking Shakeology and I'm doing the 21-day fix. And they say, tell me about it. And then they want it.
right.
So you sign them up and now you get the commission. But you're not working the business because you're not doing it intentionally. Like you're just being a proof that the product works. So people are noticing. And Amy and I work together so that like she knows, like, when I started as a discount coach, that just is how I got my first 10 customers, was because people were saying, hey, wait a minute, you're losing all this weight. What are you doing?
So you got customers just being a discount coach? You were able to still get customers?
It's it sounds confusing, but it's when you sign up as a coach, you're a coach.
Okay.
You're a coach. And now you choose what level you want to be at that time, not to anybody else, to yourself. So you could say, well, you know what? I don't have time. I don't want to do the business. I'll just get the discount. But then as Dana was saying, like maybe, a few weeks from now, someone says, hey, you look great. What are you doing? And now you're telling them about it. Well, how do I sign up? Well, why should you refer them to me or to somebody else?
Right.
You can help them and get them there. And then you're going to be a part of our challenge groups anyway. So at least you have somewhere to put them, but you're going to make the commission. So even though you're not working the business and you're just there for your own discount, you're still making money because someone else is noticing your progress.
And that's what's so great about having the whole team, is that if you don't really want to have the responsibility of being there for everyone's questions and all that stuff, but you have people coming to you and you have the opportunity to make commission. In all of our groups on Facebook, you have all of us to help give your customers advice and motivation, so it's not just all on you if you don't feel like you have the time to do that aspect of it.
Right.
So it's a team thing, which is really nice.
It's good when you don't know something too. Somebody else will know, That's why it's nice, because nobody goes in really knowing everything. As you do it and as you join more challenge groups, you're going to see questions come out and you're just going to know it just from reading through the groups. But you don't always know it right away. We still don't. Plus Google's great. Just asking other coaches or coach groups. You can learn a lot of stuff. But
yeah,
it's fun.
But basically,
calls. We have calls every week too. Like usually this is just like our team call. So if you're working the business, we have calls and we'll talk about like different ways to help us find customers, how to help them, how to run different groups, how to make them more like motivating, stuff like that. So we do that too.
And Amy, you participate so much in the group that it's obviously natural to you, honestly. So, it's like you're already doing it anyway, so it's like, but it's not like you're declaring to Beachbody or to me or to anybody, like what kind of coach you're going to be. You're telling yourself like, well, this is what I'm going to do right now. But so everybody, it doesn't matter what kind of coach you want to be, you're still paying the same amount and reaping the same benefits.
So even if I would just save money on the Shakeology if I didn't, even with paying the fees, you're still saving money?
Yeah, so Shakeology is $129.95 a month, and you get 25% off. I think it comes to I want to say like 97 something. So with the fee of, they just added tax to it in New York, so $17. So what is that? 97, 107.
Comes to around 115.
Help me. 150. Yeah, so you're still saving about what, $15, $16 a month.
Plus 25% discount on any other programs that you get in the future too. Any clothes you get, I think clothes too, right? Any purchase, anything you purchase, 25% off.
Yeah, they have like some supplements. They have E&E, it's called, which gives you like an all-natural energy boost. Like a lot of people will drink a little bit of it, like 15 minutes before a workout to give them a little bit more energy, especially in the morning. And it's all natural instead of like drinking the caffeine. There's so many different products you can do. So, and there's no time commitment. Like if you say, you know what, I really, I decide I need a break from the Shakeology or whatever it is, and you just cancel it out. They're like, it's not one of those companies where you have a quota. Like I've worked for other companies like way back when I was in college, and you had to do a certain quota, or you had to have inventory, or you had to pay like this huge startup fee, and I failed miserably at it. I ended up losing a lot of money, and I have only made money in this business. I have never lost anything.
All right. Well, so now I have something else to think about.
Yeah.
Hi, Cassandra. You have any questions too?
If I wanted to do more than a discount coach and to do it as a hobby, I'm sure you covered it, but I signed in late. How many people do I need to get to join before I can start to profit from there?
With the first person, you'll get the discount. You'll get the commission. So from it doesn't even matter. One customer, you get the 25% commission. Once you get
of whatever they purchase?
Yep. 25% off. Yep. So some of the challenge packs, like if they buy a T25 challenge pack, that could be a $70 commission. So it's not even little. Shakeology is around $32 commission. So it's pretty good. Once you get 2 coaches under you, then you make money off your team also. So then you'll get the commissions from your sales, and then that's when you start growing a team, and you make a percentage off of that. So that's like when your income really starts to grow.
Other than word of mouth, other than the people that I know, do you have recommendations for how I can get somebody to join?
I probably don't know about 80% of my customers are coaches before. I find almost everybody in social media, mostly through Facebook. I just started a blog and Pinterest lately, but really all my people still come from Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know. I do a lot of free groups. That's how I get a lot of people interested. I help them with like nutrition and fitness and for free. And that's how I get more people to like see me and start following me. And that's how I get most of my customers. So I don't go I really don't ask my family or friends. If they come to me, I'll bring it up and they obviously see my posts. And if we're out, they'll know there's a big difference in me because they knew me first. So they're the ones that are really going to see the transformation. But I don't really go to them much. I do a lot of people I don't know. So it is possible. With social media, you can do anything.
Okay. On one of the YouTube videos that you guys had posted, there was something about the optional quarterly to join. Oh, what was it called? It was like $40 quarterly. Do you recommend doing that?
That depends. Once you get those 2 coaches under you, you do get free customers from Beachbody. So you have to have that club membership then in order to get the free customers. Until then, you don't necessarily need it. Now they do. They just started last month the on demand, and that's part of the club membership. So you can get all those programs, P90X, Insanity, Brazil Butt Lift, Turbo Fire. All that's included in that $40 quarterly fee. So now it's worth even more. So now you might want it just for that reason, But if you don't want that, then you don't have to have it. Some people don't. A lot of discount coaches won't because then it's not, kind of ruins the whole discount part. But now there's so many different programs on it. So. And you do get that for free for the first 30 weeks. So.
Okay.
Cindy over here.
Is that my Cindy?
No, she doesn't have her little picture. And she jumped on after, so she might have I think it might be yours.
I hear echoing. We'll post this tomorrow. Right?
Do you guys have any other questions now? I hope we answer everything. We'll post the whole thing, so if you jumped on late, you can hear the beginning. Especially because now I'm mumbling back, and you probably can't understand me anymore.
I know, I'm echoing.
All right. Stop the recording now.